And ultimately, man, attachment can be dangerous. All right, attachment can be something that's going to hold you back in the long run. All right, you cannot be clinging to everybody. You have to learn how to be by yourself. You need to learn to love to be alone. You need to be able to go through life alone. All right, you can be part of this world, which you are, but you cannot be of this world. All right, you cannot be of this world. You cannot be trying to fit in. You cannot be trying to make a gazillion friends. You cannot depend on friendships to make you happy. Okay, you cannot depend on your family to make you happy, because that's where you become weak. You become weak-minded. You understand? When you start depending on people to make you happy, you start looking at friendships and family as your source of happiness, when you should be your own source of happiness, bro. Straight like that. You are looking to the wrong people to fill your cup. You are looking to the wrong people to make you happy. Okay? You need to stop being so damn weak-minded. And you need to learn how to start standing on your own 2 feet. You need to stand on your own 2 feet going forward. If you're going to be successful in anything you do in your life, if you're going to reach a certain amount of success in your life, then you need to learn how to stand alone. You need to learn how to be this loner. Okay? I'm not saying you have to be antisocial. Okay? But you need to have that switch. Okay? When it's time to get to work, when it's time to get busy, when it's time to say, listen, I'll talk to you later, I got shit to do. Okay? It's a new year. Call me when the year's over. Okay? You dial the right number, but you reached me at the wrong time. You got to get to that point, bro. Okay? They got the right number, but you know what? They reached you at the wrong time. You have to start creating these boundaries. You need to start leveling your own self up. All right? You have to get into a mental space that where you don't need people to pour into your cup. You are more than capable enough to pour into your own cup. All right? You cannot be a leech. You cannot be clinging on to people, because the more you cling on to people, the more depressed you are going to become. The more suffering that you are going to endure. You are going to endure more suffering by trying to cling on to people. Okay? The worst thing you can do as a grown man is try to cling on to people. Cling on to the woman that you think that you want. Right? Cling on to the woman that you think is right for you, but she really ain't right for you. She's not the one. You thought she was the one. You thought she was yours, but she ain't yours, bruh. You need to stop being so clingy. Okay? And this is a message to all you men out there that are trying to be clingy to a woman that you think is yours, but she's not, bro. She's not. You need to preserve your manhood. You need to preserve your manhood, your masculinity. See, when you're a masculine man, you ain't got time to be clingy. Masculine men do not cling onto people. Masculine men are not attached to people, are not attached to things. That's weak. You have to learn how to let go. And when it's time to get back to connecting with others again, you're going to be in a better position to do so, because you have fulfilled yourself in different aspects. Because right now, in this alone period for you, you need to fill up your cup. Okay? You need to fill your cup up with the right things, with the right information, with the right knowledge, the right wisdom. Okay? Life experiences. Okay? You need to fulfill yourself in different aspects of life. You need to complete yourself before you start completing other people, before you start completing your family or your so-called friends or whatever, your woman, your wife, whoever. Nobody in this world, bro, comes first except you. You come first. You need to understand that. You come first. Nobody else in this life, man, comes first. Okay? Fuck your family. Fuck the friendships. They mean nothing. They mean nothing in the long run. They're just there. They're just there, bro. Let's be real. Your family should not be your priority. Your friends should not be your priority. You know what should be your priority? Making money should be your priority. Health and fitness should be your priority. Okay? Business, careers should be your priority. Obtaining education should be your priority. All that stuff, man, can come later. It's all secondary. Family, friendship, that's all secondary. It's all secondary, bro. You have to learn how to disconnect when the time calls for it. Because if you keep on being connected to everybody and everything, you are never going to grow. You need people to constantly hold your hand through every part of your life. You're not a kid no more, man. You're not a kid no more. You don't need anybody to hold your hand. You don't need anybody to hold your hand to help you cross the street. You can cross the street your damn self. Okay? You can go 80 miles per hour on that fucking highway your damn self. You don't need nobody to tell you how to drive or to teach you how to drive or whatever. You don't need nobody to tell you what direction to take. You know what direction to take. You know where the hell you're going. All right, you know your path. You know your fucking plan. Okay, start acting on your plan. Start acting on what you know. You don't need people to tell you what the fuck you already know. You don't need people to tell you the things that you already have knowledge of. You have to stop being so clingy to people, especially the people that you look up to. Especially to the people that you look up to in this world. You have to stop being so clingy to people. Your biggest problem is that you do not know how to be alone. That is what's holding you back. Okay? One thing you have to understand is friendships are not always going to be beneficial to your life. Family is not always going to be beneficial to your life. Family may be against you in certain aspects. Family may be against you when it comes to starting that new business, right? To chasing your dreams. Friendships may not be rocking with you once you hit a certain level. Once you reach that point in your life where you are successful, and they may not look at you the same ever again. They may not want to be your friend ever again. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Because you should never be attached. You should have never been attached to those people anyway. Any person that you meet in your life, you need to teach yourself to not be attached. Okay? Because do not be fooled. Attachment is never a good thing. It's never a good thing, man. Being attached your entire life is never a good thing. It's always going to lead you into depression. Okay? It's going to lead you to being weak. When bad times happen to you, you're not going to know where to go. You're not going to know how to handle those bad times just by depending on everybody. You're codependent on too many people. You got codependency issues. You're not independent. You're not an individualist. And when I started to avoid attachment, I became a stronger person. Right? I don't want to be attached to nobody. Not right now. Not right now. Especially when I'm building my life up. I'm building up my money. I'm building myself up in business. Alright? In health. Education. credit, finances, the things that matter the most in my life, okay? That's what I'm building up in. That's what I'm pouring my cup into, not family. Okay, when you were a kid, it was necessary to you. It was necessary for you to depend on your family. It was necessary for you to be clinging, to be so clingy to your family and your friends. It was necessary for you to be attached to your family and friends. The difference is now you're a grown man, you're not a child no more. That's the biggest difference. And if you still are attached to your family and your friends in your 20s and 30s, then let's be real. You're not a grown adult. You're not a grown man. You're just not. You're still a little boy. You're still operating like a little child that still needs his mommy and daddy. It still needs permission. That still needs to follow directions from your fucking family. You still need to listen to your family because you still think you need your family for everything, and just you can't go without them. You can't go through life without them. You have to go through life without your family if you want to be successful. If you want to be in a place of success and happiness, you need to be disconnected from your family. You have to be. I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care what anybody tells me. You know what I'm saying? You have to be disconnected. You have to be. I've mastered this part of my life for many, many years, right? Because it took me a long time to develop this side of me, to be disconnected, to not be clingy, to not be attached, to learn how to be detached from people, right? Because I had enough sense to realize the people that I want to be in my life, the people that I look at as friendships, are not actually beneficial to my life. You see, I'm falling for the turning up phase. I'm falling for just having fun, having good times and all that stuff. Having that thrill, living up. You know what I'm saying? Turning up every single night. Like, I fell for that aspect. But where were those people going to be for me when I needed them? Where were those people going to be for me when I was at my worst point, right? At my lowest point in my life, where are those folks going to be? Are they going to be my ride or die at the point of adversity? Or are they just there for a good time? That's the biggest difference. And see, when I came to that realization in my head, when I started to think about that logically, only then I started to grow that detachment. I started to grow that detachment from people, from folks and friendships, right? Because if I'm still attached to people that are not even there for me at my worst point, at my lowest point, then I'm pretty much down bad. Okay, I'm pretty much at a point to where I'm weak. I'm weak-minded. That, I need people, but they can't even be there for me at my worst point, at my lowest point. And it makes no sense. It makes no sense to hold on to people that can't even be there for you at your lowest point. Like, it makes no sense. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of emotional investment on my part, right? I have high standards when it comes to friendships and connections, but you know what? At the end of the day, I'm perfectly fine with just being detached. I'm perfectly fine being detached from people. I'm perfectly fine being by myself, right? Because I have learned to be by myself. I have learned to be alone, okay? It was not an easy path to just, go my own way and to be this loner, right? And navigate through life on my own terms. It was never easy like that, right? Because when I started realizing family's not there for me like that, I don't have many friends. Well, I have no friends at all, you know what I'm saying? So I had no choice but to walk this path alone. You know what I'm saying? I had no choice but to be a loner. So really, this entire path to me, it came natural. It was supposed to happen this way. I was supposed to be detached. I was never supposed to be attached to anybody, right? When high school was over and real life began for me, that's when I started to be detached. Because, okay, if I ain't got nobody on my team like that, if I ain't got nobody rocking for me, if I ain't got nobody supporting me, right? If I have no support system at all when it comes to real life, then fuck it. I'm gonna go through life on my own terms. I'm gonna do this thing my way. Okay? I'm going to create my own path. I'm going to carve out my own way. Right? Fuck the family, fuck the friends. I'm gonna do this on my own. Right? I'm gonna do this on my own, because if I didn't have that attachment, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't have that attachment to begin with, then why do I need to seek for that attachment? Why do I need to seek that connection? Right? So with that being said, man, I know this video was very long. Very, very long. I just want to make this point. This has been on my mind for a minute. You know, attachment can be very dangerous. Like I said, attachment can easily hold you back. And, you know, if you're not trying to complete yourself in different aspects of life, then, you know, you are going to stay stuck at the same level that you've been on since day one, right? If you keep on being attached to folks, you are never going to grow. You need to learn how to be detached. You need to learn how to be alone. You need to learn how to disconnect. It's very, very important. You cannot get done the things that you want to get done in life if you are still connected to everybody. If you are just having fun all the time and you ain't got no time for hard work, you ain't got no time for complex stuff, you ain't got no time for education or for yourself, but you have all this time. You have all this time for all these people and family and friends, but you ain't got no time for yourself. That's a problem. That's a serious, serious problem, and you need to fix that shit ASAP, bruh. Straight like that. So that being said, make sure you like the video so YouTube can recommend this video to more people. More people can actually see the video and watch my content. Subscribe if you are new. More content is to come, and I'm out.